Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Treasure Trove Tarot, also known here on YouTube as Mystic Moon. Welcome to my second channel and welcome to your weekly forecast. So today's theme is going to be messages from the sea. So I went ahead and created an outline today. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. So all the decks I'll be using here today will be listed down below, as well as today's Organite, which is called the Hana Sea Turtle, created by Michelle from Wing and Bell. So let's go ahead and get into the messages. We're going to take a look and see what is the blowfish energy, which is a toxic behavior or person you need to leave behind for good. So let's take a look at that energy. What toxic person or situation do you need to leave behind for good this week? So this particular deck here is called the Depths of the Sea that I created. All right. What person or situation that's toxic that you need to leave behind this week? Let's look. Okay, interesting. So it's not that you need to leave behind a positive mindset, dolphin energy, but what I'm getting here is that it's not fun anymore. I relate dolphins to fun and having play, friendship. So if there has been a situation, it's no longer fun. You're not having fun. If anything, it's like you've tried to have a positive mindset about it and it's just something that's not working, or you're dealing with someone that's so freaking negative that whatever you throw out there, whatever you try to do, they basically just sabotage that. Ugh, I've dealt with people like that before. It's just like, this is not going to work. Let's just be done already. So I just feel like that's someone or something you're going to have to leave behind this week. Someone that's literally doing everything that they can to create an issue where there is no issue. That's a problem. It's not fun anymore. So let's go ahead and go into this deck here, which is called Whispers of the Ocean. All right, this is the one that wanted to come through. Okay, so we have persistent drive. So what I'm getting here, you guys, is that you may have really tried to work this out with this person, or really tried to make something work. But what I'm getting here is that you're just not getting the same energy back. We have the dolphin and the shark. It's separate energy. They're also going in two different directions. So I just feel like this is a situation where you've really tried your best. You really have. You've tried your best. You tried to be positive. You tried to do many things, and it's just simply not working. And maybe the harder that you try, the worse that it gets. And so I just feel that you would probably be better off this week just pulling away from the shark-infested waters where you're just being attacked for no reason, or it's just a really shitty atmosphere. You just don't need it. The shark energy could also be work-related, so it's like everybody's out for themselves, and you're just not enjoying that environment anymore. It just doesn't feel good. It's not a good vibe, and it's really kind of dampen or putting a damper on your vibe and energy and even mindset. So it's about pulling out of those shark infested waters because it's just not where you want to be. Okay, so this is called the Oracle of the Mermaids. We have the Unseen. Could even be that there are hidden enemies. Okay, there's things that you aren't even seeing here. There's more of an issue than you're even seeing. People are hiding. People are being deceptive. Nothing is worse when you think that everything's cool with someone or in a situation, and then there's just someone like a shark that's just constantly hiding things, just being kind of shady, and you're just like, I don't understand. Why can't you just be freaking normal? You know, sometimes there are issues with people that we don't even know about, that we can't even see. So some of these sharks are this way. It's not even their fault, but at the end of the day, they're still acting that way. And so until they get that help or clear those wounds, we don't have to subject ourselves to those types of situations or people. So it might even be that you're not even seeing what's really going on here. But as long as people are hiding and they're wanting to stay stuck in the shadows and they're not wanting to basically, clear and fix themselves and heal and empower themselves, you can't really help someone like that. You know people like that. They just don't want your help. They don't want to see it, or they have to see it for themselves. So you can be as persistent as you want, trying to open up their eyes. But it's what I'm getting here. It's all it's going to do is it's just going to actually drain your energy. Okay, so the message I keep getting over and over again is that you've got to pull out of shark-infested waters this week, because it's not helping you. It's not doing you any favors. All right, this is called Mermaid Tarot. We have the King of Pentacles. Some of you guys, this can be a boss. This can be in the workspace. This is also Taurus energy, so you could be dealing with the Taurus. But this right here is just basically this energy here where somebody sees things the way that they see things. They're very stubborn, like a bull, and you're just not going to be able to change them. You know, you can't change them. They're going to have to make these changes on their own. So I feel like the best thing that you can do is know your value, know your worth, because the King of Pentacles definitely knows that, and just go on your merry way. Okay, if someone can't see the value in what you're trying to do or accomplish, or what you're wanting to build, or where you're wanting to go, it may be that you need to pull away from that shark-infested water and just go on your own merry way. That's probably the best thing that you can do. So crown yourself this week, take back your power, and say goodbye to something that just clearly isn't working. And it could be anything. I just feel like someone is not on the same, they're not on the same wavelength as you. They're not in the same mindset as you. And it's like you're just frustrating yourself at this point, and it needs to be left behind. This is called Angel Tarot cards. Yeah, we have the Four of Air. Four of Air means pull back. Pull back, take a rest. I'm going to read this. Four Swords. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making decisions. Meditation may provide answers. So, when it comes to walking away, taking a break, that's absolutely the message here from Spirit, saying that it would do you best at this point to just pull your energy supply back away from this person or situation. Stop trying. Maybe put it on pause. Maybe you don't have to make any cutthroat decisions right now. But the best thing that you could possibly do is to take a break from this person or situation, because right now, there's nothing that can really be changed here. There's nothing that can really happen here besides more frustration on your end. And it may be that it's hard for you to see this person objectively. It's hard for you to see the situation, but there could be something that you actually see later, and then it will make sense to you, because this is somebody that's hiding something. Something is being hidden from you. Someone is being deceptive or shady, or they're just purposely withholding something from you. And to me, that's like the absolute worst thing that you can do someone, is to spend time with someone and they feel a certain way, but they refuse to tell you, so they play freaking games. I absolutely cannot be a part of any of that with anyone. So as soon as I feel like someone's doing that, I'm freaking out, because you cannot work with that energy. You just can't. You can't work with it. So I just feel for some of you, it is very cutthroat. You got to be done with this. Others, maybe you just need some time to come to this conclusion that when people are hiding, really that's an issue and something going on with themselves. It's not even about you, but it's still not workable. Sorry, it's just not. So that's the first message here, with something toxic that we need to leave behind. People that can't open up, people that have issues with opening up because they're either afraid or vulnerable, or they just lie. You can't work with that type of person. I don't care what it is. Family, friend, coworker, lover, it doesn't work. So that's what we have for the very first message. Now we're going to go into the Squid, which is a part of your shadow self that you can actually draw strength from. So sometimes our shadow, which would be where we are really putting up a healthy boundary with someone, we're saying no. It may even require us to get even a little angry, but sometimes the shadow can really save yourself when it comes to situations where you're dealing with dangerous circumstances or people. So the shadow is not something that should be feared. Sometimes the shadow can really save your ass in a situation. So let's see what you can draw strength upon from your shadow side this week. I love that. Rays of light, illumination. So again, it's not something to fear this week, you guys. It's something that's going to actually really show you something, illuminate your path, okay? You're going to actually see something from the shadows this week, okay? You're going to see someone in their shadow form. You're going to admit some sort of harsh truth to yourself about a person or a situation. Could even be yourself too. Like maybe there's some kind of toxic behavior that you're displaying. This doesn't have to be about another person. This is something that maybe you're doing. Maybe you're hiding. Maybe you're purposely not speaking your truth. Maybe you're afraid. So something is going to be illuminated for you this week that's going to actually bring something to light to help you to grow, to help you to heal, okay? So our shadow is always really speaking to us and showing us something of value. All right, let's see what else. We have pushed to the surface, and I love that because that going to the surface is the light. You can see that. Pushing, it's pushing you up, it's pushing you higher. So the pits would be things that we're hiding from, right? The bottom is, it's dark and gloomy on the bottom. As you rise to the surface, there is the light. So something is being pushed to the surface this week in order to illuminate some sort of darkness, whether it's with a person or a situation or your own behavior. So really let spirit reveal this to you this week. Don't be afraid of this energy. Don't be afraid of the truth this week about things. Yep, Atlantis, this is awesome because this is about rising to the occasion, having the strength and courage to face something with excellence. So this is about developing and having a successful outcome to a problem or a situation. So I feel like whatever is happening this week, you're rising to the occasion. You can handle it. Yeah, you can handle it, and you're not running away and you're not afraid to deal with this week. Wow, we have looking in the mirror, okay? We have the lover's energy. So this could be about a love situation, a romantic partner, right? Somebody's mirroring something to you, though. So if there's something that you are having a difficult time accepting about someone else, it doesn't always mean that, like, that's your problem. That's, like, they're not doing anything really. It's something that's going on with you. The psychology behind it, yeah, I mean, sometimes that does make sense, but I don't feel like that's always the exact truth. What you see someone doing, like if somebody is... if you see someone committing a crime and you're having some sort of a judgment against that, like, wow, that's really messed up. Does that mean that you're feeling that way because that's something that you want to do? I don't think so. So I don't think that statement is always, correct. But the deeper psychology is that, if you're looking at someone, and they're like a mirror to you, I think those are specific soul connections. And you'll know if you're in one because maybe you've gone back and forth with someone for a long time and you've learned a lot from that situation. I do feel like maybe someone is illuminating your shadow or you're illuminating theirs. So if someone is running away from you or somebody does not want to cooperate, it could be this whole situation that we were talking about. Somebody wants to hide. Somebody doesn't want to deal with something. Somebody doesn't want to take responsibility or see themselves. It doesn't matter. As much as you try to hold the mirror up to them, they're going to resent you and they're going to run away from you. So I feel like this is connected to the first one. So your shadow self is basically teaching you that not everybody is open to working with their shadow. Not everybody is open to the truth. Not everybody wants to break out of the matrix. They just don't want to do it because that can be, it can be disturbing. It can be disenchanting. It can feel like a lonely place. It's a lonely path. So if you're in a situation with a person that you love and care about, and, again, they're not wanting to be on the same page as you, they're not wanting to make the same decisions as you, the best choice that you can make is for yourself. The most loving thing that you can do is to continue to rise to the surface. And if you have to leave them on the bottom, then that's what you need to do. That's the choice that you need to make. You need to make a choice that's right for you. Stop living your life for other people. If other people can't handle it or other people don't want to change, you're going to have to leave them behind. I know that sounds harsh, but that is just what I'm getting for today's reading. And that's the shadow. That's just like the shadow truth, basically. It's the harsh truth. All right, so let's see what else. And that's Gemini's energy, by the way. Yep, the Chariot. Chariot is this card right here. You're going places. You're moving forward very quickly here. I feel like you definitely don't want to get caught up on other people's shit, basically. Especially if you've worked a lot on yourself. Especially if you're a person where you're just like, yeah, I mean, I like to I like to look at myself. I like to take responsibility. I want to heal. I want a happy life. And then you've got someone that's just like, woe is me. It's everybody's fault. Life isn't fair. Ba, 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 all that other crap. And you're just like, man, why can't you just be happy? Why do you want to stay in the pits? So this is about breaking free. This is also about being on the same page, because the chariot only moves if both that black and white horse are on the same page to move. So they've balanced out the shadow and the light within themselves and within the situation. So this is about, self-discipline and willpower, like it says here, but it's about realizing that if you don't want to grow and you don't want to change and you want to stay in a victim state, you're not going to go anywhere in life. You're constantly going to just stay in that stuck energy. So I just feel like the person watching this video, you want to go places, and you're dealing with someone who just wants to kind of continue to participate in bad behavior, toxic behavior, or make excuses. And I'm just feeling here that you're just not having it, or that you don't need it anymore, because Spirit is calling you forward. Spirit is calling you to the surface. Spirit is calling you to bigger and greater things. The situation with this person after a period of time might not even be all that important at the end of the day. So don't be afraid to leave someone behind, because you're going to lose them if you do. If you lose this person, then they're not meant to be in your life anyways, So that's kind of an interesting message. But the chariot is Cancer's energy, okay? So we got Cancer and we have Gemini. So let's now go ahead and see, what is the Swordfish? So the Swordfish is, where can you be a little bit more assertive in your life? Okay, let's look at that energy. Where can you be a little bit more assertive this week? Okay, so we have hard work, Reef. So it could be in work. Where could you be a little bit more assertive in the workplace, or when it comes to when you're working with other people, being assertive enough to say, hey, you know what? I need a hand. I need you to do this, or can you do this? Sometimes it's hard for people, especially if you're a person that just kind of does everything yourself. It might be hard for you to delegate. So that's where Spirit is saying here that we could be a little bit more assertive in our lives, is to ask for help, or to admit that maybe we shouldn't do it all ourselves. Give other people the opportunity to also feel like they're a part of something, or to learn something. Take some of the brunt. We have the convey your meaning. There's certain words where you look at it and you're just like, ugh. So this is talking about reflecting on the way that you communicate with others. So yeah, there is something about how you could be more assertive this week. So what's coming to me too is also about resentment. When we don't say anything, when we don't ask for help, we can become very resentful that other people aren't pulling their weight. It's not fair. Why does that person get to sit around and do nothing and I do all the work? So there is an opportunity this week where we're going to have to be assertive and basically speak our truth, but it is going to be in a way where it's not coming through as like total frustration, like it's been building like a freaking volcano, because that's not going to go well. So it's just about speaking your truth. And if somebody can't handle it, and if somebody gets pissed off or irritated that you're asking them to help, okay, then at least you know that you spoke your truth and that person is just choosing to be an asshole. But sometimes people don't know that you need help unless you tell them you need help. Sometimes people just assume that you got it, or you don't want anybody to help you, so they just kind of let you do everything. So I just feel that if we're not communicating, and we're not asking people to meet our needs, they don't even have an opportunity to meet our needs. But some people don't want to meet your needs, and then you will hear it very loud and clear within that moment that they don't want to help you. At least then you'll know. You know what I mean? Instead of making things up in your head that this person's lazy and they don't want to help me and I have to do it all. So yeah, that could be something that we need to work on this week. We need to be more assertive with our communication, telling people, hey, you know what? I need a hand. Or hey, let's do this, let's do that. Speaking up in a project, like a work project or something, like, hey, I think that this would be a really good idea. Then at least you'll feel part of the team, right? So let's see what else. Okay, Song of the Siren is communication, actually. It is communication. So people cannot acknowledge your needs unless you communicate. So that's an absolute message here, speaking up this week, telling someone or something or even a team what you're thinking. Share your thoughts. Because if you don't, I feel like there's this hidden resentment. Page of Swords, which is a card of communication, keeps coming up. We've got to communicate. We've got to find a way to take that sword and communicate this week. Whatever this is, I'm not sure what it is for everybody, but that's the only way. We've got to convey our thoughts. We've got to convey what we're thinking this week. We've got to let someone know what we're thinking this week, because if we don't, then I feel like we're just going to stifle it and be resentful. We've got to find a way to be assertive. And I feel like it has to be non-emotional, because the whole volcano image that I got, it's like, you know, when you hold something in for so long and then you just blow, that's definitely not what we need to do this week. It's not about going off, okay? The Page of Swords means we're thinking before we speak. We're actually being pretty, like, rational. We're not emotional with this delivery. And Eight of Earth, which is the Eight of Pentacles, work. So a lot of you, I feel like this has to do with the project that you're working on. You're working with someone on a project, or this is in the workplace. So this means like you're a part of a team, and you will have to communicate your ideas or work with others in a way where communication is going to have to be key. We're going to have to speak up. And we're going to have to share what we're thinking, because if we don't, then we're just going to feel I'm getting resentful. We're not going to be happy with what we're doing and what we're building. If you guys are dealing with someone who's like a, like a know-it-all, do-it-all, and they're not really giving you an opportunity to do anything, you are going to have to fight for that this week, to make your presence known, make your thoughts known with this person. And it's not in an aggressive way. It's just in a very methodical way this week. You're just going to let this person know, hey, I'll go ahead and take care of that. You know, sometimes that's just what you have to do with people that try to control or run the entire show. So I don't know what that is for everybody. That's kind of interesting. But this hard work and the Eight of Pentacles does lead me to believe that it's either a project that you're working on, where it does deal with another person or a group of people, such as in the workplace. But communication is definitely key. You have to convey what it is that you want in order to get certain results. And if you don't, then there seems to be something that will just kind of continue to build and build and build within you. And it will just kind of end, I feel, in frustration. So that's where we need to be more assertive, is with our voice this week, our communication skills. All right, now we're going to go into the Seahorse, a message about love and romance. All right, what do we need to know about love and romance this week? Okay, so we have Pelican, preparedness. So is this saying here that we need to prepare for something that's on the horizon? Something to change in our love lives? Let's look. Polite declaration. Okay. So somebody coming in and declaring something. Be prepared for communication. So I feel like if you haven't spoken to someone or seen someone in a little bit, it might be that they're coming through and declaring something to you. So be prepared for communication. Be prepared perhaps to get to know someone this week if you're single. It could be that you've been having visions about someone. You've been kind of having dreams about someone from the past. It might be that you actually hear from this person, or maybe something that you've been dreaming of, which is a new love. Be prepared to meet this person, or for this individual to come in with some sort of communication. Okay? We have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is travel. Six of Swords is maybe somebody that is traveling from a distance to come to you, to visit you, to declare to you something. And you may have had some sort of intuition or visions of this happening. I'm going to do another row because I feel like this is going to not be something that everyone resonates with. Yeah, that somebody's coming in with communication. We have Gemini's energy. Knight of Air. This is someone who's coming in and they are making a move. They are telling you something. They're communicating. They're sharing their opinions with you. It's very polite, meaning like it could be that they're not coming in to like fight with you. They're coming in and they're just they're wanting to talk to you. They're wanting to share something with you, some idea with you. Get something rolling, get something happening, communication. So I feel like if communication has been scarce with someone, or you haven't seen someone in a little bit, be prepared that this person is coming in and you've had some sort of vision or intuition about this happening. So I feel like this could be a confirmation for some of you guys. This is going to be happening here. I mean, this is Gemini's energy, but I almost feel like the next full moon, perhaps, because this is a big full moon, which would be the harvest moon, which is at the end of this month. Interesting. Okay. I don't feel like it's going to resonate with everybody. So let's go ahead and get another row for love and romance. Ooh, energy exchange. I mean, it still can be connected, but I feel like you're going to exchange some sort of energy, get to know someone new this week, or someone's coming in to exchange some energy with you. Something's happening. And we have disengaged from outcomes. So this is about just basically exchanging energies with someone, but not really focusing on an outcome, really taking your expectations off the table. Just disengage from that, because I feel like if you're going into a situation, especially if you're like meeting someone new, don't start fantasizing about, what your wedding looks like and, all that stuff. It kind of reminds me of Bridget Jones' Diary, right? Where she finally sleeps with the boss, Daniel Cleaver, and she's already like in her head, she's already like fantasizing about their wedding. They just started hooking up, and it's just funny. So it's kind of like that is coming to me, like, don't do that with this new person, or don't do this with this individual that comes back. Just kind of take it slow, let it flow, let it unfold the way it's supposed to. Wow. Yeah, we have time out. I feel like this is kind of telling us here that this is someone that you've had a time out with. And because maybe you've pulled your energy away, now they're coming towards you because they feel that you've let them go. That's interesting. Like you've disengaged from them, and so now they're coming back. It's not going to be for everybody. The timeout, though, can also be chill. Just be chill about this new person in this situation. Don't get crazy, all right? Don't start fantasizing after the first date, all right, about happily ever after. I'm just laughing because we've all done it, you guys. I'm definitely guilty of that, too. We have the Magician. Yeah, the Magician basically is the beginning. It's about manifesting something new, a new phase. Like, let's go about this. Let's create something new. So if you guys have had maybe not the greatest success in love, use your tools differently this time. Don't go all in. Don't move in with somebody right away. Don't see somebody every single day. Don't talk to somebody on the phone for frickin' 5 hours. All that stuff is overboard. People that, I'm not saying like you can't get excited and do that once, but people that do that over and over again, I watch a lot of things. There's this thing called Catfished, and it's a YouTube channel. And these scammers will literally, they want themselves to be on your brain 24/7. So of course, they're in some other country or whatever, and this is just like their full-time gig of scamming people, but they'll literally talk to them all day long, all day. And it's like normal people are not able to do that. So if somebody is kind of bombing you with that kind of energy, it's like, yeah, that's too much. And it's too good to be true, because it is. So I just feel like if you guys have gone too quick, too fast, too hard with someone, you have some sort of an opportunity to be a little bit lighter with the energy exchange. Take some time for yourself, right? You don't have to engage with this person every single day. Set healthy boundaries, have your own life, let them have their own life, etc. So I feel like there's an opportunity to like just completely manifest a different type of relationship than you have manifested before. But I still feel that this could be related to this other situation. The Midas touch, the magic, the way that you're going about this situation now is that you've pulled your energy back from this person, and they're just like, whoa, like they feel it now. They want to come back. They want to pursue you. And we have the Seven of Air. Yeah, the Seven of Air is about being a mystery, you guys, and I'm just definitely getting that, okay? If this is somebody who ghosted you, or maybe you finally just like walked away from this person, they're coming back. Because I just feel like they feel the energy that you have pulled away from them. Like they've recognized it. They feel it. They've noticed this disappearing act from you. But this could be somebody who ghosted you, walked away from you, could have even lied and deceived you, unfortunately, is trying to come back and maybe make amends. But I just feel like if this is a new situation, you're going to go about this connection a completely different way. You're not going to give everything on the first date. You're not going, like, you're going to hold some stuff back, and it's not to be deceptive. You're just, sometimes less is more in the beginning, and you're going to allow this to unfold naturally and not at this like crazy intense pace. It's going to be a completely different connection, or it's just going to be a completely different outcome than you've experienced before. So I hope that makes sense to some of you guys out there. Okay. So now we're going to go into the Dolphin. How can you have a little bit more fun in your life? Let's look at that. We have detoxification, and it's kind of cool because I was just thinking this. I'm like, the Dolphin is the very first card that came through, and it was that positive mindset. And the message around that was there's something in your life that's not fun anymore. I don't know what it is for everybody, but it's toxic. It's a toxic person or situation that we need to leave behind in the past because it ain't fun anymore. So what I'm getting here is because you have detoxed yourself from this situation, you're actually now able to experience fun and lighter energy moving forward. Love it. Salt water. Connect to source. Beautiful. So how you can have a little bit more fun in your life, maybe not relying on other people to provide fun for you. This is about connecting more to yourself and connecting more to source. So maybe spending some time alone, doing some things that bring you joy on your own. Maybe taking yourself to a movie. I've done that before. It was so cool. Or even going out to dinner. I think sometimes people are just like, oh my God, I could never sit there by myself. I would be so embarrassed. So it's just like doing things that provide a sense of fun for you. Going to a zoo by yourself, there's all kinds of things that you can do on your own that you would probably normally do with other people. But once you start doing these things by yourself, you're going to realize how much you're connecting to your inner child and also connecting to source. So that's what Spirit's telling us today, is that we can use a little bit more of this in our lives. We don't always need to have other people in our in the situation to have fun. We have wave of power. Yeah, that's awesome. It's like this wave of power just hits you. You feel like, hey, I can do that. Like I'm telling you guys, when I went to the movies by myself that one time, I was like, I can totally do this. Oh my God. Like I realized how much fun it was actually, because I didn't have anybody that was like maybe interrupting my thoughts. I could just totally just be completely consumed in the movie by myself. I didn't have somebody next to me maybe talking to me or interjecting things or whatever. It was just me. It was just freaking awesome. And also the movie that I wanted to see was Brokeback Mountain. And I remember there was a couple of people that didn't want to see that movie. They just didn't want to. It didn't interest them or whatever their issue was. They didn't want to see it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go by myself. And it was an amazing movie. And I just had a great time. So anyways, that's how long ago that was, right? But yeah, that was so freaking cool. Let's go ahead and see what else. So I feel like you're going to realize like how awesome that's going to be and how good that feels to just kind of do some things on your own that you find fun, entertain yourself kind of thing. With the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is anxiety. The Nine of Swords is fear. Like that, like I was saying here, it might be a fear for you guys to even do something like that on your own. Like there's no way. Like maybe even driving or taking a trip by yourself. That might be like, oh my God, I can't do that. I need somebody with me. And maybe some of you guys are right. Maybe that's not the smartest thing to do. I don't know. I'm not trying to tell people, get in your car and just go cross country by yourself. I watch too much true crime, so I'm not sure that I would even do that. But that's just me. But I'm talking about like little things like taking yourself to the zoo. You know, you might feel like, oh my God, I need somebody with me. Maybe try it out and see how great it feels. And it's that sense of accomplishment that, you know what, I can do these things on my own and it will feel really good for you. All right, let's see what else. Ace of Earth, Ace of Pentacles. So this right here is about doing something new, trying something new, a new way of being, a new way of living. So yeah, the Dolphin is basically telling us here we can have a little bit more fun in our life by doing new things. And by doing new things that we thought we could never do on our own is going to create a sense of empowerment, and you're going to see how much you actually enjoy it. So I love that message for you guys. All right, now we're going to go into the Mermaid, which is acts of self-care. All right, acts of self-care from the Mermaid. Let's see. So this particular deck is called the Self-Care Wisdom Cards. Acts of self-care. Whoa! Hey, Peaches. Peaches is on the floor and just grabbed that card, but I can't grab it. Oh, we have priorities this month. Oh, this is so cool. I actually just thought about creating a calendar for 2 different reasons, you know, or not really a calendar, but just like this board, you know, where I like write stuff down because I need to see it. So I feel like that's a message directly for me for sure. But priorities, let me read this. It says, the quality of your life is determined by how you spend your time. Make sure your schedule reflects the life that you want. Okay. So if you have a certain schedule, right, that doesn't allow you any time for yourself, you don't even have time for a break, you're going to have to make that time. Okay. So the Mermaid is saying the acts of self-care is that you're going to have to make that time. No one's going to make that time. No one's going to do it except for you. I always tell my husband, Mr. Moon, this. No one is going to take care of you because oftentimes he doesn't even take a lunch break. That is ridiculous. No one is doing that to him but him. So I have to remind him all the time, no one's going to take care of you except for yourself. So you have to prioritize self-care. It's not like people are just going to recognize, wow, you're working so hard, you need a break. It doesn't really happen that way. Okay. So I just feel like this is a message that's telling us that we do need to make time for self-care and we have to prioritize it or it's not going to happen. Okay. All right. What else? Oh, I love this. Pamper. I do this a lot, okay? And if it weren't for that, and of course we know that Peaches, speaking of Peaches, he's my bathtub buddy. That's how I refer to him. He's my bathtub buddy, and it's rub-a-dub time for Peaches, and that's exactly what I sing whenever he's in the bath. Well, he's not in the bath with me, but he's just standing there, and he's waiting for me to get out of the tub because he just like loves to rub up on my clean skin. He's just so cute. And once he did jump in on my stomach, so that was kind of interesting. And then he freaked out and scratched it. So that was really cool too. But anyways, pamper. Obviously, we know what this means. Self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. Yeah, we have to prioritize self-care. And a lot of us feel like, oh my gosh, you know, this is a luxury. It's a luxury to to take care of myself or to take a bath or to take a time out. No, it's not. It's a necessity. We have to prioritize this because no one is going to take care of us except for ourselves. You guys, you cannot rely on other people to do it for you or to notice that you need to take a break. You have to take care of yourself. And we have space. Ooh, I like that. It says the quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from your life than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space. So this could really be anything. This could be decluttering your home. Now, we just experienced that moon in Virgo. Wow, that new moon in Virgo. I'm going to tell you guys, that really, really affected me in a positive way. There was so much that I went through in my house, clearing out space, doing so many things, getting rid of so much. It felt so amazing, you guys. It really did. And as a matter of fact, I have all of the stuff that's ready to go to the Goodwill in the bed of my truck right now. I just haven't even taken it yet because I haven't left the house yet, I don't think. But anyways, yeah, so it felt really good. So as soon as I drop that off at the Goodwill, it's just going to feel that much better. Like, wow, a load is off. There's just more space now. I go into my laundry room because it was just kind of getting piled up with the blankets and pillows. And I'm just like, what am I running, a bed and freaking breakfast? Like, why do I need all this crap? I don't. So I got rid of it. If, let's just say someone comes to town. Okay, great. I'll buy a blanket. Like, what is the big deal here? I don't need to keep all of this crap just in case. So I just feel like that is something specific for you guys to maybe do a little bit of organizing, even if it's just a closet or just like some things that you're hanging on to. You have a lot of makeup or you have a lot of clothes or books, sometimes for me, decks, and just lighten the load and you'll realize how much that actually makes you just feel refreshed. So I love that message. Okay, let's go into the Stargazer Fish. How are your spirit guides keeping an extra eye on you? So the Stargazer Fish is actually a bottom-dwelling fish that hides themselves in the sand, but their eyes stick out, kind of like a halibut in a way, which was really cool. When Mr. Moon and I just recently went to Hawaii, we saw a halibut. It was so freaking amazing, you guys. The way that it swam around, it was like a kind of like a stingray, sort of. It was just really neat. I'd never seen it before in person. I loved it. All right, let's get to how is your spirit guides keeping an extra eye on you this week? Oh my gosh, we have the seahorse. We just literally went into the seahorse, which was the messages about love and romance, past lives. So how spirit is keeping an extra eye out on you is the life that you've lived in the past. Okay. So people from the past, experiences from the past, wisdom that you have obtained from the past. So I think that's really cool. It could even be past life, past life regression, past life memories coming to you from spirit. We have alignment, pebbles, so maybe helping us to clear. So I am getting past life regression for some of you guys. Maybe some of you have come across that recently. Maybe you're getting some sort of messages about, looking into that or doing that or getting a session in past life regression. That could help to align you. That might be one of the reasons you're getting that message. And we have an invitation. There's an invitation here. I'm taking your hand. What's interesting is I feel there's two separate messages here. One of them is that some of you guys are being guided right now to attend either a class on past life regression or to get a session from someone. Somebody is like literally extending this invitation to you to come in and to help to align you with some past life regression therapy if you've been interested in that. So that could be a sign. Others, though, this is someone from the past that's returning. They're inviting you to align or to heal or to fix something in your connection. So spirit is, I feel, guiding this reconciliation, guiding how this will happen, helping it along the way, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get some more messages here about that. Okay, so we have help appears in various ways. So spirit is helping in this situation. There is much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift you forget to look for the support systems that are with you continually. That's your spirit team, is with you continually. This is also a reminder that spirit has been with you when it comes to this situation for a long time. So healing from your past or someone returning from your past. Yeah, a return of Aphrodite. There's someone that's returning. Something's coming back. This could be a memory that's coming back to you. And it could be like a special gift, something that you've done before, and you're supposed to really tap into that past life gift, something that you have a natural ability, and you're tapping back into that. You're retrieving some aspect of your soul. So it's like a soul retrieval as well. Who you're meant to be, it's like you're becoming aligned with that this week, and spirit is orchestrating this. 3 of Cups, coming together with your soul family, coming together with like-minded people, but this is also a reunion. I feel like there's two messages here for 2 separate sets of people, or it's 2 messages for the same people, but there's just 2 different messages here. There's a reconciliation with someone from the past. Somebody's coming back. Somebody is inviting you to a get-together to make amends, to realign this connection, realign the situation with you. And others of you are just being aligned with your soul family and doing something like your soul tribe and doing something that you're absolutely meant to do, something that you've done before in a previous lifetime. So you're retrieving some aspect of your soul, and it could be this spirit is guiding this and orchestrating this week. All right, let's go ahead and get another message. Wow, so we have 2 that just came through. We have the Queen of Swords, which is Libra's energy. Like Libra is right around the corner here because we're going from Virgo, right? So that's September, October. Yeah, we're going to Libra season here, like within days, I believe. Here it is. Like this is the season. This is the season for some sort of alignment. This is the season for the balance, the restoration. This could be like karma clearing, karmic contract, something that's coming to a close, like a karmic lesson. Something's balancing out though with Libra. It's justice. It's the scales of justice. I feel like maybe some of you guys have even been dreaming about this for a while. And it's kind of like, wow, I can't even believe that this is actually happening. I can't believe that this is something that I've dreamt about for so long, and it's actually happening. Wow. And then we have the 9 of Earth, which is the 9 of Pentacles. And I just feel like a lot of you guys have just kind of shifted your focus off of whatever this is, this person from the past that's returning. And that's why they're returning, is because you've just taken your focus off of them and put it back onto yourself. Okay? But if this doesn't have to do with another person, I feel like what this is going to do, this past life retrieval, or you kind of retrieving something, some aspect of your soul and stepping into that power, it's going to give you an opportunity to work for yourself, to run your own business, to do something. It provides you the freedom and the luxury to work for yourself. So spirit is helping to align you this week with something that you're truly meant to do in this life. And it's your purpose. It's your mission. And that's what I'm getting here. You're being unified with it this week. And you feel really happy. And you feel like, hey, you know what? I have direction. I have purpose. I feel good. I'm excited about my future. I'm excited about this life that I'm about ready to build. And I feel comfortable doing this. And the reason that you feel comfortable, you guys, is because you've done it before. It's a part of you. It always has been. And it's meant to be yours again in this life. Oh my gosh, I love that message. It's so good. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the buried treasure, which is a hidden blessing that will find you this week, you guys. Ooh, it's so good. All right. Hidden blessing that will find you this week, this buried treasure. Okay, so we have the hammock introspection. So as you are taking a time out, we did get several messages about that so far. You are going to get some sort of message, or you're going to have some sort of wisdom or an epiphany that hits you, and it's going to be through you going inside of yourself. So you're actually going to go deep within yourself to retrieve this buried treasure. Okay, so it's almost like the answer has actually always been within you all along. You've had the answers all along, But it's like you get this light bulb that goes off this week and you're finally ready to retrieve this information and use it. So you're just like, why didn't I do this before? You weren't ready. I'm sorry to say, you weren't ready. So don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up for time wasted or, anything. You just weren't ready. I love this. In the light of the moon, a full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. Something is going to be revealed in this next full moon, and it's that harvest moon, right? Oh my gosh. So that's what I'm seeing here. It's like something is coming to full illumination. Something is here during this next full moon. I think it's full moon in Aries too. So very powerful, very powerful. And it's going to put you into action. It's going to put you, you're going to be in your power. I feel like you're going to be very illuminated in your power. I mean, that's a killer whale, right? That killer whale is like a king of the ocean. So it's big energy here. We have yearning. So like whatever you've been yearning for, whatever you have been missing, longing for, it's coming to you or it's coming back. So I feel like I've been wishing for this, and it's almost like you're surprised and shocked, but not really that you are getting it. It's like a wish come true, I feel, for some of you guys. You're just like, wow, I can't believe this. It's like a mystery, because the moon can be connected to mystery, or something that's been suppressed for so long. It's like it comes out, or we transmute our fears finally, and we go after what it is that we really truly want, which can be a goal, a life change, our purpose, our mission. We're no longer holding ourselves back because of fear. What we want, we're going after. We're making a big move during the full moon. I'm definitely getting that here. So something coming and feeling very powerful. It's like you've thought about it long enough, and now you're going to go out and you're going to get it, or something's coming to you that you've wanted for a long time. And the reason it's coming to you is because it's meant for you. Whether it's a situation, person, purpose, mission, it doesn't matter. There's something that you want and it's coming to you. Yeah, Two of Swords. I feel like something that's been stuck for a long time, that this full moon is really going to work in the sense where it's going to clear this energy. Okay, we've been stuck for a long time, and we are clearing up this energy by making either a bold move, or we're just freeing ourselves from this trap of fear. We're fearing ourselves from the mindset of, I'll never be happy, or this will never happen, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. Spirit is assisting this week and helping you to achieve your dreams. And we have the Three of Fire. Abundance, things look very good, have patience, make long-term plans. So this is one of those cards where something is off in the distance and it's about ready to come back, and you're going to experience a huge payoff. So you've put something out already, and now it's coming back to you. So you can build your foundation in the Four of Wands energy, which can be an 1111 card. And the 1111 card is a portal to move forward. You are on the right path. You are aligned with your purpose, your mission. You're aligned with things that are meant for you. So whether that's relationships or a purpose, I'm getting here either way. Spirit is assisting to push you back onto your path of destiny. Things that are destined for you. So that's what I'm getting here. It's like by the full moon, you're going to be on the pathway of your destiny once again. Some of you have fallen off of it. Some of you have gone in other directions and it didn't work because it's not your destiny. But things are now starting to realign. And because of that realignment, we're going to feel just that shift with this full moon. Yeah, we're going to feel that shift with the full moon. Love it. And some of you guys, it's like, okay, so it's that it's the harvest moon. And I believe, let me just look at my calendar really quick. I believe that is on the 29th of this month, right? The 29th. And so the the song that, of course, is coming to me is, what do you call it? From Neil Young, maybe? Harvest Moon. Where it's like, he's still in love with the woman or whatever. It's like a love song. So I feel like some of you guys, this can be a love story. This can be a love story. And we have friend. Be as good a friend to yourself as you are to others. Aw, that's so nice. So remember how the message came through about being your own friend, right? Loving yourself, treating yourself the way that, you maybe want other people to treat you, because you've really taken the time to just spend some quality time with yourself. I feel like this has been very healing for you. This has been a very empowering thing for you to do, a good practice for you. And I just feel like this is adding to the blessings in your life, is that you're able to spend time with yourself, and you can appreciate that. You don't necessarily need another person, but another person could technically complement you, but it's not based on a dependency where you need someone else to be happy. It's like, I like having you in my life, but I don't necessarily need you in my life, but it just works. So it's very light. And this could be a friend coming back from the past, or this could be someone coming back where you guys just build a friendship. You take things slow. You rebuild your connection from the ground up, so that way it can become stronger. So it's not about rushing into anything. But this could also be, if this is not about an actual person, this is about your community. This is about meeting people of like mind, your soul family, your soul tribe, and these people are going to be blessings in your life. And they are going to be with you and encouraging you like cheerleaders to basically go after your dreams. They complement your life rather than take away from your life. They add light to your life rather than add a bunch of challenge, trigger, and darkness. So it's so beautiful, you guys. So I hope that something spoke to you guys in this week's messages, and I really appreciate you guys choosing to be here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys, I believe, on Saturday. I'm going to do an autumn equinox reading, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Take care. Bye-bye.